Hi guys, welcome to this video, and today I want to talk about a big struggle that every exchange student has to face when they are traveling to the US, and that's what to pack to the United States and what to leave at home. I still remember how overwhelming it felt for me to do this because it just seemed to me like I have to pack my whole room, just my whole life into one suitcase, which is obviously not possible. But when I'm looking back into it, it didn't really have to be such a stressful situation. So today I want to give you some tips how to have a lot more comfortable and easier packing than me. So I think it's important to start with the luggage that you can take with yourself on the airplane. So first you can take one big one, that's the checked-in bag. Then you can take one carry-on and then one small luggage that you put under your feet. So these are the only three luggages that you can take with yourself. And in these three things, you just have to put everything that you need. So now that we're ready, we can start with the list that I prepared here so that I don't forget anything. And first we will start with things that you should really leave at home because they are too heavy or they just take a lot more space or they will not be useful in the United States for you. So the most important thing before starting packing is to check the climate of the place where you're going to. Because for me personally, I was going to Arizona, so I didn't really have to bring any heavy jackets, scarves or things for cold weather. And that's made it a lot more easier for me. So now that we checked the climate, we are ready to start packing. And first I will talk about the things you should leave at home. And the first of them are cosmetics, such as toothbrushes, toothpaste, towel, shampoo, conditioner, a dash gel or anything like that, because first of all, it's a liquid and you can only take some amount of liquid on the airplane, so that's the first big struggle. Also, it's heavy and also it takes a lot of space. So all this stuff you will buy the next day in the United States when you will arrive, because your host family will probably take you to some grocery store or Walmart, and all these stuff are available there. So the second thing that you should really not bring to the United States with yourself are blow dryers or straighteners for hair, because first of all, it's really heavy and it takes a lot of space, but most of all the electronics in the United States have a different parameters in volts and just this stuff than in Europe. So if your European blow dryer doesn't match the numbers that are in the USA, it might not work or it can catch on fire. So I would recommend you, if you really need one, you can always buy them when you arrive there, or for example you can borrow them from your host sister or host mom if they allow you to do that. So the other thing I would recommend you to leave at home are some school paper notes or other stuff for school that you probably wanted to take in order to take notes. In the United States, it's not really strictly written that in every subject you have to just take paper notes, as it in Europe, or at least my school. But in the United States, every subject has a different way of scoring. So for example, in one you only have to do presentations, in different one you only have to write essays, and in different one you only have to participate in discussions. So I would recommend you to first go to the school and listen to the teachers about what they want from you, and after that you can go to any grocery store or Walmart and buy the stuff you need. So the next thing that you can leave at home is a lot of cash. You probably should bring, I don't know, maybe 200 with yourself in case something happens at the airport or you have some struggle or issue with your credit card. But from my own experience, I haven't really used any cash in the United States because in 99 of places where I went, I was paying by credit card. Even in a lot of places, you couldn't pay by cash. It was only required to pay by card. So from my experience, you really don't have to bring a lot of cash, and in case you need some, there are ATMs everywhere in the United States, so you can just go there and take it. And the last thing that you can leave at home is a lot of makeup, because this depends on every person, but for example, I have a lot of makeup products, and if I would have to take everything with myself, there probably wouldn't be a lot of left space in my luggage. So I only took some of them, and then I bought the other stuff in the United States, and it was actually a lot of fun for me to try all the new brands that we don't have in Europe and trying all the new products. So that's just from my own experience. Alright, so right now we can move to the list of the things that you should pack to the United States with yourself. And first of all, I would start with medication, because in the United States, going to a pharmacy and not having a prescription is really expensive, and visiting also doctors is very expensive and stuff. Even if you have an insurance, you always pay for something. So if you're, for example, taking birth control, or I don't know, some creams for eczema, or any other medication that you need, I would recommend you to take all the medication you need for your whole stay in the United States, even though it's a year. This also includes things like birth control or contact lenses that you use, because there also can be a different brands of the medication in the United States and in Europe, so that could be a real issue too. Because trust me, the last thing you want to do in the United States is to running from one doctor to another and trying to find the right medication that they probably don't even have in the United States. So this is just a way how to prevent it. So the other thing that you should pack in your suitcase is a battery connector, because in the United States they have a different battery adapter than we do have in Europe. So in order to charge your phone, notebook, or for example headphones, you need to have a battery connector with yourself. The other thing that you should not forget are some personal items, for example photos of your friends or some pictures, drawings, anything that reminds you of your home and of things that you love and that you can decorate your room in the United States with. The next thing that you should pack is, for example, some diary, because I was writing a diary when I was in the United States, and it was maybe the best thing that I could have done, because right now I still have memories from my trip and I can look for them whenever I want. And maybe the most important thing that you should pack with yourself are some gifts for your host family, because it is a way of showing how grateful you are that they chose you to be a part of their family for a whole year. And this gift be anything that is associated with you or the country that you're from. And I think that in my case I brought some cookies that are made in my country and they're really delicious, so I packed tons of those. And then I think I bought some book with the pictures of my city where I'm from, and maybe some, I don't know, I think I brought something else too, but I don't remember what it is. But this gift could be really anything, and it's a good start for the first dialogue or introduction of yourself, so it's important to bring some. So I think this is all for today. I hope that this video was helpful in any way, and if you have any further questions, then ask in the comments. And I just wish you all a pleasant stay on your exchange year in the US. So, bye!